Dave had a great sense of humor. He was very caring and compassionate, and he put his heart into everything he did. He was a wonderful husband, really good father, and when he coached, he treated all the boys like they were his own. He would be very sick, but he would bounce back and get better. The best thing that I remember is just being lucky enough to have his 3 children. For him, the most thing I want people to remember is that he faced it head on, and he was strong, and he fought until there was no more fight left.
I remember him as a coach, just doing the normal things around the house, yard work, just stuff like that.
I would say my dad's definitely very strong and hardworking, and definitely caring for others, for us and everyone else. Fondest memories, my favorite memory is going down the shore. To this day, all of us kind of cherish and honor those times with him, and we kind of enjoy that time with our families as well. So I actually became a social worker because my dad got sick while I was in high school, and there was a social worker who actually came to our house and kind of explained to us the next steps and what's going to happen. And becoming and going into college at that point, I really had no clue what I was doing with my life, and this was kind of that aha moment that this is what I want to do and this is how I want to make my difference in the future.
He always was there for us when
He was always there for us and anyone who ever needed it. And that, his legacy is able to continue, and, he's honored by those who, loved him and continue to love him.
Dave coached sports. I would say probably the first sport would have been football when I met him. And he kept just saying, I'm going to coach Joey, I'm going to coach Joey, I'm going to coach Joey. He would say all the time, and unfortunately he didn't get to. But the memory of him really wanting to coach him was really important to me. He was so important to my children and my husband, and it was just wonderful being part of his life and having him such a huge part of our life.
Coach Dave means so much to me. When he was first diagnosed with sarcoma, I was at a young age, and I really don't have too many memories of him and his battle. But the one memory I do have of him is kind of aligned with what everyone else was saying. And he showed up one day to a Little League game, and he was very sick, and he showed up to do the book. And he was there. I'm not sure if he was there the whole game. I just remember him being in the dugout, and that meant so much to him, to me, and to my entire family, and so many of our friends.
I met Dave coaching football when our kids were young, coaching Mighty Mites, and with his son Hunter and Mario. He was a unique person, very caring. He loved being around the children and supporting them and coaching them. Last game he coached really said a lot about him, that he was a fighter, never gave up, and it taught me, not to give up and continue to challenge things and go after it until the end.
Coach Dave meant a lot to me and honestly everyone around us. I was a young kid, to be honest with you, but he was my coach in baseball and in football, all throughout Little League, Pop Warner. He honestly felt like a second father to me, to be honest with you. If there was anyone that I would ever say really carries themselves as one of the strongest people I've ever seen in my life, and I was a young kid at the time, hands down, it's him. One of the strongest people I've ever been around, and I remember being 7, 8, 9, 10 years old and looking up to him.
As you can see from watching this tribute to Coach Dave, he was someone who lived his life to the fullest, fought day in and day out, and cared for everyone in his life. He fought cancer the same way he lived his life, and he never let his illness stop him from doing what he wanted to. This award is one of which is awarded to someone who battled cancer with the same approach Coach Dave did. An individual who has endured adversity with cancer but faced their challenges with a full of life spirit, positivity, and unyielding courage. We are happy to honor our friend and Ewing sarcoma survivor, Jack Lupo, as the first ever Dave Wolff Award recipient.
Aw, Jack's the best.
He's just one of a kind.
He's the most easygoing kid that you'll ever meet.
He carried us through this whole process. He was stronger than us combined times 100.
He recently said to us, driving home from the city one day, that was no big deal. And I said, what was no big deal? And he said, cancer. Like, it was no big deal. Like, that's how he handled it. He's just amazing.
Woke up with a smile every day.
Oh my gosh. This award is just amazing that Jack is, when I see them, I know how this could have turned out, So it's just such an honor for Jack and us to be part of this. It means so much to our family. The Fightstrong Foundation has just been amazing to us, and to still be a part of it is really a blessing.
On June 8th, 2023, I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. One thing it's done is it's showed me that it's a journey that you can get through with Joey and Michelle and the Fightstrong Foundation. They've definitely helped me get through this entire situation. I would say that you just gotta have a good head on your shoulders. You have to have people that love you, good friends, someone to talk to. Just, you gotta be able to make the best of the worst situation that you could have been put in. I really do appreciate it. I know that he was a really good guy. A lot of people loved him, and he did a lot for a lot of people. And it's just a great award, and I do really appreciate receiving it.
Coach Dave, I love you, I miss you, and I know you helped me overcome cancer.